Oh, really? Uh-huh. Oh, no, 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 yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell him. I certainly will. Okay, yeah, and we're on for tomorrow night? All right. See you then, sweetheart. So that was your mom, and she says your alternate picking sucks. Yeah. Today we're going to talk a little bit about alternate picking because yours is probably terrible, which is why you sweep everything and think legato is like the greatest thing on the planet, which it's not. Work up to this and get it really good because then all your shit's going to sound like machine gun fire. Then when you add in the legato, it gets a little saucy. So I'm just going to show you a couple little tricks to help you practice that picking other than just obviously continually playing whatever line you're trying to do with alternate picking. It's going to be kind of a short video today because frankly I got other to do and you know it's not going to last very long, but you're used to that. The first thing we're going to talk about is just separating your hands. So obviously this hand needs to function normally like I told you in the last video. And then this hand needs to be able to do essentially whatever you're doing a little bit faster than you actually need to do. What I mean by that is, you know, if you can only pick on one single string, when you're at that speed, when you have to move further in the same amount of time going to the other strings, you're going to get behind. And it's not going to sound very good. So the first thing we're going to do is just set a metronome. And we're going to work on just picking on a string and making every single stroke down and up very, very even. So you just want... And you can experiment with taking the metronome higher and lower to get the technique, get it even. You want to move, you want hand movement as little as possible. And then... and then also taking the metronome much higher so that you're on the edge of your skill. You want to be loose here the entire time. You want to play relaxed. If you tighten up, that's how you get wild and crazy. You're going to get out of time. So you want to go as fast as you can comfortably go while keeping that small, relaxed, radial, ulnar deviation movement. Once you start feeling your bicep tighten up, you're past what you can really do, or at least do correctly. Not that you ever do anything correctly. Another trick I want to talk about is when you're moving outside versus inside the strings. So, sometimes when you're picking and you're going from note to note, you're going from an upstroke and then you're moving down a string and you're doing a downstroke. So I'm going... So I'm inside the strings the entire time. I'm going in between them. Whereas other times, you say we're going this way. You're going a downstroke on a string, and then you have to pass the other string and come back up into an upstroke. For example, if we're just doing a quick little scale here, we're going down, up, down, and then we up, down, up. So that means when I switch strings here, when I go from this note to this note, I have to pass the string and then come back up. So that can get a little sketchy because you have so much extra motion that you have to do, it's going to slow you down. That's why when you do 3-note per string scales, a lot of people tell you to economy pick because it's going to be faster because you're using more economical motion. However, if you open it up so that you can do that more quickly, you can just alternate pick and not have to worry about it and get that nice even sound. Granted, it's better if you just learn both. Can you just learn both? Just learn both. Porque no loss, dos. So a nice little exercise that I do for that is actually straight out of The Opening to Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson. He actually hybrid picks this, as far as I know, in the opening. But we're going to use this as an alternate picking exercise. So we're not going to use the extra phalanges. Those are fingers. Did you watch my other video? Do you even watch the other video? Do you? So we're not going to use the other phalanges. We're just going to use the pick, and we're going to be alternate picking the whole time. So we're going to be up here on the 15th fret, and we're going to start on an up pick. And then we're going to go down pick. One string down. We're going to be on the 19th fret. And then we'll go back, up pick again. So every time we hit this 15th fret up on the high E string, we're gonna be doing an upstroke. Okay? And all the rest are gonna be down. So 15, 19, 15, down a string to the G string, 19, 15, D string, 19th fret. We got that? So it's an alternate picking motion that's very far outside all of the strings. So if you can do this at light speed, anything in between two strings, you know, it's going to be a piece of cake. Granted, you have to make sure that your left hand isn't complete and total garbage. So with a metronome, that's going to sound like this. And we want to use as little motion as possible. And you can bump that up a little bit to triplets if you want to. Okay, you get the general idea. Now that said, you might have trouble going in between the strings, in which case you literally just flip the exercise around. Come on guys, it's not that hard. Ha ha! That's what she said. Ha ha! Oh, oh, oh. So we just start on a down pick and then go to an upstroke. And the last one is going to be another that sort of gets you working on doing outside the strings a little bit faster, but it's also going to deliberately try to slow you down by doing weird finger combinations. Every one we do is going to be somewhere in these 4 frets. We're going to be between 5th and 7th fret on the D string and the G string, and we're going to do the first 4 notes of a regular minor scale. And everything we're going to do is going to be triplets. Okay, so we're going to do that a few times. And then we're going to move up. We're going to move this 4th note 1 fret higher. So. Your fingers aren't going to slide up and down. They're going to stay whichever fret they're on here. They're just going to move to the next one. Okay. We're not doing. You're not moving your index finger. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You shut up. So we're going to do each one 4 times before we go up another fret until we're all the way up to that 7th fret there on the G string. Back down. Something like that. Now the other thing that's good to do is to change the note combination that you're playing on that first string, on when you're on the D string. So we're going to make it a chunk of a major scale, or technically just a chunk of a minor scale, but a different mode. It doesn't matter. Just do a different combination of fingers. So and then we can do another one where we do 3 right in a row. We do a little chromatic. get the idea. So work on that where you're picking outside the strings, okay? Do the other one where you get outside them and inside them. And just generally make sure that your picking hand is strong enough to go at the speed that you actually want. And this is how we're going to get you alternate picking, and it's not going to be so bad that your mom literally calls me on the phone. So that's about all I'm going to tell you for today. I'm not really going to go into much more detail because, frankly, you should just practice, and I got better shit to do. Yeah, that's right. It's time to hit the beach. So yeah, feel free to hit that subscribe button and then the bell thing, and pin and post and tweet and share and like and comment about how my explanation of these exercises was very, very confusing. I understand that. If you really want tabs, I might feel benevolent enough to actually email you some tabs if you hit me up at thedocshred@gmail.com. Until then, this is Dr. Shred signing off, you dillweed. Forgot my mask.